everyone. Welcome to another day of virtual garden school. Today we're going to continue on our theme of seeds, and we're going to talk about why seeds move, and how seeds move. And then we're going to go do a little STEM project and do a little bit of engineering at home. Did you know that seeds can move? What? Do they have little legs like us that they can get up and walk around? No, I don't think so. Seeds move in some really cool ways. They have engineered their bodies over time to make it really easy for them to move around in a variety of different ways. First, we're going to start by talking about why seeds move. So think about that for a moment. Let's think about the example of our maple trees. So maple trees make little seeds that sit high up in their trees. If our maple tree seeds just fell on the ground right below the big giant maple parent tree, what would happen? So if they just fell off of their tree and landed on the ground here, why do you think this might be a problem? Let's think about it. What do maple trees look like? They are big and they have big broad leaves and big long branches. So these trees are huge and these tiny little seeds are sitting right underneath it. This tree is taking all of the sunshine and also all of the rain and water. So these little seeds wouldn't get all of the sunshine and water necessary for them to sprout and grow to be big, tall trees. So maple seeds are super smart, and over the years they have engineered their little bodies to do something amazing. They fly through the air. Here are some maple seeds right here that I found. They have just one little wing on them. So when they drop off of their parent maple tree, they will start to fly through the air, and they look like a little helicopter, and they fly and float all the way to a totally different spot far away from their giant maple tree parent. This is a much better place for this tiny little seed to get its start. It has all of the access to sunshine and water over here, way more than it did hiding underneath this giant maple parent tree over here. So seeds move around to have the best chance possible of growing into a nice giant adult. Now that we know why seeds move, let's think about how they move. Seeds move in about 5 different ways. The first way that seeds move is by the wind. So just like I just talked about, our maple seeds are one of the seeds that use wind. They helicopter around. Also, dandelion. Have you ever taken a dandelion and blown the seeds off of that little plant? That is you utilizing the wind to spread those dandelion seeds. They're light and fluffy, so they catch just enough wind to float far away from their original parent plant. The second way that seeds can move is on the water. Do you think that seeds have little arms that they can paddle through the water? No, they float across the water. So coconuts are pretty empty on the inside, and they have just a little bit of water or liquid inside of them that helps them float across the water. Another good example of this is lotus flowers. Lotus plants grow in the actual water, so their seeds also float on the water as well. Our third category is from animals. Can you think of any ways that you think animals might move seeds? The first way is that seeds can be very, very pokey and sticky, and they get stuck in the hair of animals. Things like squirrels and deer, maybe your dogs and cats get these little burrs stuck in them. And those are just little seeds that are trying to hitch a ride on top of one of these animals. The second way that seeds use animals is by being eaten, particularly by birds. So birds will eat things like berries that have seeds on the inside of them. And because birds don't have teeth, their seeds don't get damaged when they're eaten. And once that bird eats the berry and the seeds, what happens? It passes through the bird, and when the bird is flying, it poops out the seeds, and those seeds can get a good start far away. Our next category is a very exciting one. There are a few different plants that have developed for their seeds to explode out of them when they're ready. Violets are a great example. Their seeds are stored inside and they open up like a little mouth. When these little seed pods get super dry, they tense up, and all of those seeds explode out of them, like here. Touch-me-nots are also a good example of them. All of this tension, once again, builds up inside of this little cone, and when even a drop of water hits one of these touch-me-nots, they can explode open and they'll fly out all of their seeds. And of course, our final category is humans. Can you think of any ways that you yourself move seeds around? I buy seed packets sometimes online and they get sent to me. So I move seeds around like this. We also eat things like wheat and rice, and of course, things like our sunflower seeds. Now that we know why seeds move and how they move around, we are going to try it on our own, and I'm gonna challenge you to figure out how you can get a seed to either fly through the wind, float on water, or stick onto something without falling off. We're gonna use things that you can just find around your house to do this project. All right, welcome to my home. We're gonna start our challenge now. Like I said, we're gonna engineer our different seeds to see if we can get them to move around. I want you to try and make 3 different seeds, like I said. One that can fly, one that can float on water, and one that can stick onto either clothing or something without falling off. I found a bunch of different things within my home. I'm gonna go ahead and show you those right now. I have yarn, chopsticks, straws, Q-tips, cotton balls, toothpicks, a plastic bag. I don't have the full list, but whatever you can find is good enough. I'm gonna go ahead and use a fava bean seed, but you can also use a little piece of tinfoil, just like this, that you can crumple up and make into a little ball, and that can act as your seed if you don't have one at home. Just like that. So this is going to be my floating seed. I also have a seed that can stick onto someone. The hope is that it can stick onto someone's shirt or someone's clothes. And the last one, which I'm not so sure about, is my little airplane. I made it out of Post-it notes and toothpicks, and I'm gonna see if this can fly on the wind. All right, now we're gonna test these 3 out. All right, hopefully this will float on the water. Yeah! So I would say that the one that floated on water and the one that stuck into my shirt worked. Maybe not the one that tried to fly through the air, but I want to see what you can think of. Maybe some designs are going to be even better than mine. So you can go ahead and send those over to me.